Hello everybody, this is Brian Mounts coming to you from Old Friends Wine YouTube channel. Again, I'm here with Rob Wyngard. He is our staff expert. This is the man that knows everything under the sun about wine. Today, I want to talk to you about a topic that has surprised me in its popularity over on our website. Over on our website, which we have linked below, we have a lot of people asking us questions about Pinot Grigio, and to be just direct about it, they want to know whether it is dry or sweet and what the difference is, and if there are some Pinot Grigios that are drier or sweeter. I figured this would be a great opportunity to query the expert on the Old Friends Wine team. Rob, would you care to explain to our viewers what the difference is between dry and sweet Pinot Grigio, and are they dry or sweet?
Ooh, Pinot Grigio, dry or sweet? Thank you for the intro, Brian. And let's just clarify one thing to set ourselves up for success in this video. Pinot Grigio is neither dry nor sweet because there's no such thing as like dry or sweet in terms of a grape. Wine can be made either dry or sweet. And so Pinot Grigio, like most other grapes, is going to kind of fall into this weird, frustratingly vague world where it could be dry or sweet. If you are German, you have a whole history and a way and a language of determining whether a wine is made as sweet or dry. Think like Trocken, Hoptrocken, Beeren Auslese. Each of these is a phrase referencing how sweet or dry a wine is. Here in the States, we don't really have that. I think if a winemaker is intentionally making a wine sweet, you will expect to see them call it out and say sweet or dessert wine or something like that. But by the time you hit that threshold, you've kind of crossed the threshold into which the wines are like overtly deeply sweet. The sweetness of them is a characteristic that's affecting the way that you're perceiving the wine. I think the question that a lot of people are really talking about is what can you expect from Pinot Gris or Pinot Grigio in terms of table wine? So somebody brings a bottle of wine to it, it says Pinot Grigio on it. What can you expect? Uh, I would say that comfortably you could expect that it's going to be on the dry side of things. If it's Italian, it's definitely going to lean towards being a bit drier. They have a tendency, and they've really built their reputation on lean, crisp, clean, lemony, bright, refreshing Pinot Gris that is crisp and clean. Where when you come to somewhere like Oregon, you're talking about wines that have a little bit more body to them, and sugar can present as both tasting sweet, but it can also present as tasting sort of like fleshy and filled out and sort of more robust and peach flavors and ripe tropical fruit. All of those are sweet tastes, so that's kind of in that sweet flavor. So I would say there's no great way to tell you flat out whether Pinot Grigio or Pinot Gris is going to be dry or sweet, other than asking, is it dry or sweet? And understanding that sweet and dry are technical terms, it has to do with residual sugar. More often than not, what you're really talking about is fruitiness. So, is this Pinot Grigio a lighter, crisper style, or is it a fruitier style? These are sort of the things that you really need to be wrestling with and kind of asking yourself. So, sorry to be so unfulfilling in an answer. I know it's frustrating to think like, oh, just tell me the truth. But this is a grape that has a lot of different parentage and can be made in 1,001 styles. So there's no great answer here. You just kind of have to ask and try and know. And if you've had it before, you'll know. If you haven't, give it a try. See what happens. The worst thing that happens is you get to drink a glass of wine you've never tried before.
Thank you for that. Even though it is vague, we appreciate your input. If this is a question that you have, then chances are pretty good that you're probably in the mode of learning a little bit more about wine, trying to figure out what wines are sweet, what wines tend to be dry, what wines you might want to pair with certain foods. Here on the Old Friends Wine YouTube channel, we've got another video that is completely about the differences between all of the most common wines that you see. Rob has taken his time out of his day to provide this information for us. It is linked down below in a text version if you prefer to read that. However, the video is going to be up here on the screen somewhere. Make sure to take a look at that. I hope you found this video helpful. I hope that you'll subscribe, and I hope that we'll see you in another video. Thank you very much for your time, Rob.